threat.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
And also the fact that the player speed is like 8% faster now.
SpongeBob!
Yeah, if you want to learn the run, I did make like a tutorial like about 3 days ago, I think. If you type exclamation mark tutorial, it will give you a link to it.
Wow! Don't.
Yeah, exactly, is that. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I did actually add a specs command. You know, in case someone asks me like what my PC specs are. I did actually add it as a command. It's exclamation mark specs. Because I actually did initially forget to add it as a command, but when I was watching my own run, like I heard myself mention adding the command and I was like, oh wait, right, I should probably add it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just put I put the processor, graphics card, and memory for the specs. I don't know if there's any other PC specs that would be important to know. I just put the ones that are like immediately noticeable. Yeah, I think I actually like figured out a few days ago that there's actually like a really easy way to check what your specs are. I think it's like just do like Windows R and then you type in like dvdag or something like that, and then it just shows you like your entire list of specs. So I was pretty much just able to like copy and paste it. Also, I think, did I say dvdag? I meant dxdag.
Yep.
But yeah, because I think like before the way that I would like
Alright.
check my specs is like through the actual system settings or something like that.
Okay.
So there's actually like a really easy way to just check all of your specs basically. Okay, and probably Big Lenny is gonna pummel me now. Okay, he actually didn't. Oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to mention is that I do actually have I actually have an IRL bold and brash painting, but I've yet to hang it up. So I could literally do like IRL Squidward's monument.
Oh, hey.
I could probably like take a picture of it or something. I do have it. Hello there. But yeah, I guess apparently my monument in my PV must have kinda sucked eggs.
Oh.
I thought it was like a really good monument, but apparently not. Or like a fairly good monument.
Oh, hey.
Did he go downstairs? I actually have no idea. I think he did, but I'm just gonna YOLO it. Yeah. Fuck you, Lenny.
Yep. All right.
But yeah, I think like I have like the bold and brash painting in my closet. It's just we're kind of like waiting before hanging it up because I'm thinking of moving my PC setup to a different room.
Oh, yeah.
But I could probably like take a picture of it like without it actually hanging on the wall. And then just like share it on Discord or something. Yeah, I can do IRL Squidward's monument now. Just put like the bold and brash painting like on the bathroom wall or something. Yeah, now we just need IRL Big Lenny.
Yep.
I did have like the really stupid idea the other day of like getting like a 3D printer and actually like 3D printing stuff from the game. Like the little trophy that you get for getting 101%. Like you just make that into a 3D model and then just like 3D print it. I don't know, it's like 3D printing is like that type of thing where it's like I feel like it'd be really cool if like a friend had had a 3D printer, but not if you actually own one yourself. Like I kind of feel that way about like arcade machines and pinball machines and stuff. It's like the type of thing where like it'd be really cool if a friend had it, but not if you actually owned it. Okay, yeah, see ya. There's probably like a lot of stupid shit that I could like 3D print, like for the heck of it. But it's like, you know, having to buy all that filament or whatever. I feel like it costs too much to be worth the meme.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
I mean, granted, I say that and I actually, I don't remember how much I spent on the Bold and Brash painting, but I think it was probably like 20 USD or something. I think I ordered the Bold and Brash painting like 2 weeks ago, so I actually have no clue how much it costed. But I think it was like around there. But I think like buying an entire machine just to like goof around with it is like too out of my league. Again, I'm fine with like spending like $20-30 for a joke or something, but for the 3D printing stuff it would literally be like, I don't even know, like at least 300 or something for like a meme. I mean, I guess it'd be like partially a meme and also partially kind of cool to actually have like a little big Lenny figurine like IRL.
Yep.
I guess I could see if I like know anyone that actually owns a 3D printer
All right.
and then see like if I can do anything with that. Maybe we could like work something out
Yep.
and I can have my epic uh big Lenny figurine or something. You know, one thing I just thought about is like, what if you like, what if you grabbed like Gary's food and press shift like on the same frame? Would you be able to like sprint while carrying Gary's food or something?
Oh no.
Actually, I have no clue how something like that would work. Like, would frame perfect inputs actually work like in a UE4 game? I mean, I guess I could maybe try it, because I think pressing two keys on the same frame is actually not that hard. Because I've played Battle for Bikini Bottom on a keyboard before, and like, you know, to do cruise boost, you have to like press X and L at the same time, like on the same frame, but it's like practically free to do it on a keyboard, because I just have it. I have X and L bounded to left shift and left control. So then it's like the easiest thing ever, pressing left shift and left control on the same frame. So I could probably try doing like interacting with Gary's food and pressing shift on the same frame. I feel like that probably wouldn't work, but it's just like an idea that I randomly got. Knowing the game, like, somehow doing two frames on the same input would just like soft lock you in place, because ATC be like... Okay, I literally heard the Nestler coming after me, but this is fine. I'm totally not like terrified of that Nestler just like coming out of nowhere at some point. You know, like the Nestler that can casually burrow under solid concrete. My favorite Nestler in the whole game. Oh yeah, I think I did have the idea the other day of like making a skill issue emote like related to ATC, but I'm not sure exactly what it should be, because the game has like a million different forms of RNG. So you can make a skill issue emote be like literally anything.
Okay.
Because I think initially I got the idea of making a skill issue emote where it's just like SpongeBob rocking back in his chair. Rocking back and forth in his chair in Tunnel of Doom. But you could make the skill issue emote be like with literally anything in this game, basically. I think it would be funny though to just have an emote of like SpongeBob rocking back and forth in his chair, like when he's tied up in Tunnel of Doom.
How could this get any worse? Ow.
I mean, I'm gonna have to think of like emote ideas because I am getting like kind of close to affiliate.
Here, use this, Squidward.
Oh yeah, I would also need to make channel point rewards, right? I forgot that that's also a thing you get from getting affiliate. Yeah, I could probably have like some really dumb like channel point rewards.
The mayo, Squidward! Take the mayo!
I could probably just like yoink some like interesting channel point rewards from like other channels or something.
Okay.
And then I could steal all the credit and nobody would know. It's a win-win. Oh yeah, also I did like low-key get the idea of having someone like illustrate my profile picture.
Your sponge friend's looking a little shaky. Watch it there, would
Yeah,
you?
really. But I think like I'm not really a fan of like the idea of someone drawing me like IRL, but I think it would be funny to just see like illustrated mermaid man.
Sir, may I speak with you for a moment?
But I guess I could look into that. I have no idea what cycle that guard is on now because he actually ran into me. They could just be like in a completely different spot now and I just have like no idea.
Whoa, I'm quick!
Sir, may I speak with you for a moment?
You know, the AI's being cringe once again. I mean, it's like I said before, like, in order to PB, I would just need the game to not be cringe for like an hour and 30 minutes, and then I would be popping off. It's that simple, really.
Alright!
I mean, I think so far I've been getting kind of lucky with, in terms of like having a run where the game isn't being quirky. I mean, I did have that time where I lost like 2 runs to soft blocks, which was an experience. You know, the game is perfectly programmed with no glitches whatsoever.
Excuse me, sir, can I help?
I mean, when you think about it, it's like, I think like 90% of soft blocks are just caused from like doing 2 actions at the same time. Like on the same frame. I mean, I guess in the case of like the anchor weight soft block, it's literally just like you're exiting the interaction weight of the range while you're you're exiting the interaction range of the weight while you're interacting with it. So I guess it is like slightly different. As opposed to just like a soft block that's caused from just pressing 2 buttons on the same frame.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, let's go. Maybe I can get a boating school where the game isn't trolling me. That would be kind of bars.
Epic.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh no!
I think the trick with like boating school is that I can be like a lot riskier than I initially think I can be. Because Puff is kind of blind, so like sometimes
Great.
I can just play like super risky and actually be able to profit off of it.
I'll feed you to the anglers outside.
I do what I can.
Bitch. I hate that she like wanders all over the place.
That's right.
Like when you de-aggro her. It's literally like impossible to keep track of where she is.
Bob, I know you're in here somewhere.
Because she, like, when you de-aggro her, she just like wanders all over the place like really quickly.
Okay.
But yeah, I think like the trick of boating school is that I can just be like a lot riskier and have it like actually pay off. Well, yeah, it certainly seems like it's paying off. I mean, I think that that boating school is actually kind of clean. Like, I feel like it probably was actually better that,
Still needs a good
I feel like it was probably actually better that Puff saw me there because that meant that she didn't like go back to the beginning after like when I needed to actually go back to the beginning myself.
Hmm.
I think I have like gotten better at de-aggroing Puff by like closing doors behind me. I think I've gotten like fairly good at the timing for like closing doors behind me. So I think that's like the only instance where closing doors behind you actually makes a difference. Okay, the alpha went the other way this time, so I think we should be fine. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Dean, but like basically I just played it like super risky in boating school and it actually like paid off. Because I do kind of think like Puff is kind of a pushover in boating school. I think like the thing that makes her intimidating is that like usually if she sees you, you're dead, but like you're actually able to de-aggro her sometimes. Like, I think the last few times I've been in boating school, I've had like Puff chase me and I've been able to de-aggro her by just closing doors behind me.
Epic.
Because I think usually she sees me while I'm like in a scenario when I'm already like running. So I don't have to like take the time of like reacting to her seeing me and then like running the opposite way or something. I literally just like run right past her and then I'm able to like de-aggro her. Now this should totally be a run that I go for fast disco troll face. Like just put the entire run in jeopardy to save like, I don't know, like 10 seconds. Sounds like a good idea to me. I think Frogfish Leave is like unironically a good emote. I just like, I got the idea to make it like out of nowhere. Because I think it was like, I saw someone like playing movie and they were like able to, they were able to get like one of the bosses in the game like in a area that they're not supposed to be in, and then you can just like, you can make him like run in one direction until like the end of time. So then that's where I got the idea to make that Frogfish Leave emote. And I think it's like actually funny. It's a funny emote like if you know the context behind it, and I think it's also funny even without context. I think it would be stupid if I had like a peppy leave emote or like something related to ATC. Like it's just like the suited prowler like running off in the distance or something. I think that would be funny.
Shutdown of power supply.
Also, I literally forgot to put my controller on my lap again. Bruh. I should probably like put a reminder on my splits to do that like every time I enter this segment or something. The good thing is that you run in a straight line for like 5 seconds for this generator. So that actually gives me time to like grab my controller.
Shutdown of power supply. Backbiter engaged. Powering down.
Okay, it's kind of cringe though because the wire for the controller is like on top of my hand right now. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna like put like a reminder on the Mermalair split to like put my controller on my lap so I can have it like easily accessible. Okay, well the Goon Squad is actually not breathing down my neck this time when I pass by that little bridge area. What a surprise. It's like the first time in like the past 3 Mermalairs that I've walked past that little bridge section and the entire Goon Squad is not just like waiting there.
Shutdown of power supply. Torch engaged. Powering down. Power to the lobby sector is
Alright,
currently
I
disabled.
put my controller back on my desk.
Protocol overload received in 9, 8.
Okay, Mermaid Man and the Alpha were that way, so now it's only Barnacle Boy. Alright, let's go. No trolling today. And that actually golden because of the mashing as well.
You better be more spry than your future self.
How the heck am I like 90 seconds ahead of my PB? Like, I literally haven't added like any strats. What the heck? Like, it literally looks like these runs are like pre-recorded or something, but they're literally not. It's just like, somehow it's like, it keeps saving time even though it looks like I shouldn't have any time left to save.
Get down there. Whip him with your tail.
Here I come. A big
Yeah, I think what it is that I just steal everyone's SpongeBob RNG and Glove World. Even though there have been times where I've gone through the Tunnel of Doom like 10 times in a row without SpongeBob spawning in the first corner. I think on average I get a one corner spawn like every 4 Tunnel of Dooms or something. Which is like how the average should actually be.
Let the sneaky nippers rain upon you. What?
I think like the segment I've actually been getting lucky with is Monument.
Ineffective. Allow me, comrade.
Like it feels like Big Lenny has been trolling me significantly less lately.
Any other
I feel like that's actually allowing me to get runs going.
You're the sneaky frightener, Starfish.
You've got to be kidding. Must I do everything myself?
Do be quiet, you numbskull. Strike him down.
Like even though the items don't actually spawn in that great of spots, it's mainly just Big Lenny himself not trolling me.
Starfish, this is absurd. Brawl.
So I think the item spawns don't actually matter too much, it's mainly just like how much Big Lenny's trolling you. I mean, obviously I'm not like attached to this run because it could still easily die in like the blink of an eye. Like if the Prowler trolls me in Jellyfish Field, if Larry trolls me in Larry's Gym, the Anglers troll me in Industrial Park, you know, like the run could just go down the drain like in the blink of an eye. I gotta check like the left shift key on my keyboard because I think sometimes it gets like kind of stuck, but I'm not sure. It might just be that I'm like pressing it really hard for some reason.
Once I've smothered you in the paste.
I mean, yeah, normally I would be opposed to like artificially adding strats to a run, but like you have to admit that Screwdriver early is pretty epic. And it's like literally the only strat in the entire run that was like partially influenced into existence, basically. I mean, I think like the actual being able to climb on the Overlord statue isn't intentional, but the invisible wall surrounding it being removed is definitely intentional. Unless he actually did change the hitbox of the Overlord statue to make it climbable. But I don't know, I doubt it. Because I figure it could also just be UE4 being UE4. And just like allowing you to scale stuff that you shouldn't be able to scale.
What? Think fast. Dead bulb. 3. Keep still, Starfish.
I mean, Sandcastle did have that other strat where you could like crouch jump onto a rock to avoid the boxing menaces. Actually, now that I think about it, that's like the one strat that I forgot to put in my strat playlist. I think there are strats that are like not useful for any percent, but they are useful for like all aces and 101% that I still need to add to the strat playlist. Because that was like an obsoleted any percent strat before a screwdriver early exists.
Okay.
You know, like for me, the new ATC update literally couldn't have came at a better time. Because I think like it came out when I was on spring break. So I just had like an entire week that I could just like play on the new update without any IRL interruption. Okay. The angler is trolling, that kind of concerns me. I guess I could try going this side and see if the coast is clear. Yeah, I guess that was probably a smart decision, but I think I'm still losing time anyways, because in my PV I was able to just run through that section without either of the anglers being in the way. Okay, it's mainly the red menace at the very end of this section. If he's not in the way, I'm actually saving a decent amount of time. I just need that stupid red menace not to go on the bridge when I need to cross. I wonder if you can actually, like, jump around a red menace, like, when they're on the bridge to the next rooftop. I feel like the space is, like, way too narrow to actually jump around them, but I don't know. Maybe if you're, like, a god gamer. Okay, he was in a much better spot this time, so... yeah, free time save in it.
Epic.
I think I still need to change the gold for that segment, because I think the gold is still a bit off. Like, I think my gold for that segment literally isn't possible, because I think I didn't split at the right time or something.
Okay.
keep forgetting that you need to. I keep forgetting that, like, for Krusty Krab, you have to actually set, like, the difficulty setting before the level actually starts. I keep just thinking it's like any other level where you just, like, move your mouse to the continue button in the bottom right corner. I kind of do the same thing for the final level where I like put my mouse in the wrong spot because that level also doesn't have like a typical loading screen entry. I mean, Krusty Krab does have a loading screen, but it's, you have the difficulty setting beforehand. I mean, I'm just thinking in my head, like, there's no shot that this run actually PBs, right? Like, it would just be literally absurd just getting, what, like, 3 or 2 PBs back to back. Or, like, kind of back to back, I guess. Yeah, no problem, well done. I mean, there is the possibility of Larry doing a little bit of trolling, but I think if I was able to juke Puff, then I think I should be able to juke Larry too. The problem is that Larry's gym feels like a lot more enclosed than like Boating School does. Well, actually, I guess it's like the opposite, that Larry's gym is more open, so it's harder to like break line of sight with an enemy because everything is so wide open. In Boating School, you have all those like narrow hallways that make it like super easy to break line of sight with an enemy. I think, like, despite the fact that Puff goes, like, turbo fast compared to the other enemies, I think she's, like, actually kind of a pushover because you can break line of sight with her, like, fairly easily if you close doors behind you and stuff. Like, I think the last two boating schools I've been able to, like, de-aggro Puff while she's chasing me. Oh yeah, TBH, I didn't really think about that. But like, you could have that thing happen where like you die and like progress to the next section of the level at the same time. That could actually be a free time save, mayhaps.
Okay.
So I wouldn't see why that wouldn't work, because Sandy always like starts chasing you from her bedroom. So I feel like if you were far enough away, you'd be able to interact with the workbench like before she can kill you. Let me put my controller on my lap so I can do the funny. Alright, can Larry like randomly not see me from here? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know what happened like that one time where Larry was able to see me even though I was like hiding there. It must have been just like some random occurrence. Is he going where I need to go? I'm actually not sure. No, I think that's on the way to the other weights. Oh wait, no, he was going to where I needed to go. But he just left, so that means he's not gonna be there. Why? I forgot to use the controller for that one, bruh. Like, sometimes I just forget. Yeah, I think I had to hide from Larry, I think, in that exact same fashion in my PVs, so I'm kind of like used to doing that now.
I see you.
Surprisingly, Larry did not actually troll me there. He could have, like, potentially trolled me, though, because, he did check, like, 2 of the rooms that I needed to go to, but he checked them, like... He checked them, like, 5 seconds before I needed to actually go there or something. Which I think is, like, probably the best outcome, like, just having Larry check a room, like, 5 seconds before you actually need to go there, because then you know for a fact that that he's not gonna be there, and also that he's not gonna go to that room anytime soon. Because he was just there. Okay, so I did practice the little optimization at the start here, so I think I will go for it if I need to. Alright, that's good enough. Was a little bit shaky, but it still worked. Okay, really. Didn't even seem like that Pinky should have zapped me from there. Okay, the Prowler was not trolling that time. That's actually good. He kind of looked like he was heading the direction to, like, come troll me. By, like, completely blocking the bottom path, but luckily he didn't get, like, all the way up, so I was still able to take the bottom path. Fucking cringe. I have no idea where the Prowler is. I got scared for a second because I thought that projectile was the Prowler. Never messed up with that Prowler, man. He can just, like, come out of nowhere, like, literally. I never mess with the Prowler at the very end of that section. Because if you're actually not paying attention, he can just sneak up on you at the last second. It's like with the Nestler, like at the very end of Botanical Gardens. Like, I never mess with that Nestler because I know if I'm not careful, eventually it's gonna actually kill me. Like, I don't even give a shit about, like, aggroing Puff, but, like, that one Nestler at the end of Botanical Gardens, I'm always, like, super careful about it. Making sure that I don't run right into it. Alright, we take those.
Epic.
Yeah, that saved time because I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to wait at the very beginning with like the Prince Jelly and Zap. I'm also like sometimes kind of paranoid about like getting too greedy with that shortcut there and just like actually aggroing the Nestler. I feel like that's bound to happen eventually as well. Sometimes it's like you just get like a little bit greedy and then it like actually costs you. Yeah, I think it's like if you go to investigate one of like the buildings on the way to the sandcastle, then the fucking Nestler will kill you even while you're technically still inbounds. Okay, I'm surprised that jump actually worked, TBH. Oh my god. I literally thought I fell off the edge. I was gonna be crying.
Epic.
Yeah, of course he has to go all the way to the back. Because he's trolling. Kind of funny, like before you wanted him to go to the back because we didn't know about the other way that you could like get him stuck. Like on the other set of tables. Or like getting him stuck on the other wall. So it's like before we wanted him to go all the way to the back, but now it's like we want him to not go to the very back. Because then it just like takes an extra 5 seconds to get him stuck or something.
Okay.
What are you having for dinner? I was thinking about having a TV dinner.
Huh.
Literally, I tried to like crouch jump, but like crouch first or something, I don't even know. I just like, hit control instead of shift. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can use controller spamming for that prompt as well. That might actually be worth it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because that spam prompt does actually take a decent amount of time. So I think using controller for that one is also worth it.
Okay.
My question is, how the heck do I keep getting to this point, like, minus a minute? Like, I haven't even, like, added any strats or anything.
Okay.
Well, I think it's, like, in the actual hibernation episode, they figure out, like, they don't need to wear helmets because, the snow itself, like, just melts on their bodies and turns into water. Or something like that, I don't remember. I think like in the hibernation episode they don't wear their helmets because of that reason. Alright, so Nut Alarm did kind of troll me a little bit when I was going for this piece. But I'm not sure if he's gonna like troll me again. Okay, this time he didn't troll me. Because I like purposely slowed down for a second so that he wouldn't try going the other way. Bruh, I got a double entrance on. I hate trying to juke him from there because he does actually get kind of close to you. But yeah, I am actually curious about that other strat idea that you mentioned, where like you purposely sprint like while you're putting the hair dryer on the workbench. Because by the time like Sandy actually gets to you, it will just like transition to the next section of the level anyways. I figure that strat definitely has to work, right? There's no way that Sandy goes that fast that she would be able to catch up to you from there. Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's like the strats like that seem like they would be like really obvious. But then it's like I literally would have never thought to do that if you didn't bring it up. I guess like a lot of speedrun strats are kind of like that. Because I sort of just like play the game and turn my brain off when it comes to like thinking of strats like in the middle of a run. mean, the only idea that I have for a strat is like if you could pick up Gary's food and pineapple and sprint like on the same frame, if it would allow you to sprint while holding it.
Epic.
Alright, it would be nice if I could actually find the continue button. Alright, now I can actually rest my hand for a bit. Let's go. This is like my favorite segment because I get to rest my left hand. I think I did have the idea yesterday of like doing like a one-handed run or something. I figure that could be kind of cringe. Oh yeah, so I do remember that I tried loading up Tentacle Acres with the lowest gamma setting, and it's like literally impossible to see anything. Like you're just walking in complete pitch blackness. I have like no idea how Audrey was able to do Tentacle Acres on the lowest gamma setting. Like you literally cannot see anything. Bruh. I hate when the Overlord like immediately spawns in like a boxing menace. Because then you have to turn your attention away from him to deal with it. Because ideally you only want to tank hits for the very last part. Since all the enemies like immediately disappear after you deal with the Overlord the last time.
What's that noise? Mr. Squidward? What the
Yeah, in the last section you can just like tank hits to just focus all your shots on the Overlord, since all the enemies just vanish as soon as you hit him the last time. Yeah, that was actually fast because there were no Prowler spawns during Wave 4, so I was able to focus a lot of my shots on the Alpha.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what Doodle Pat's brewing today. Nah, so far this run has been deathless. Bruh, stop being cringe. Stop being cringe. There we go. Alright, that's fine. Doodle Pat was being kinda cringe, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay. Oh.
Let's go. Bruh, like how do I keep PBing by like a minute every single time? Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was streaming these runs, like, you guys would probably think these are fake or something. Like, there's no way. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, it's like I already thought my previous PB was like fairly good. Like, you know, it was a deathless run without like too much trolling happening in most segments. And then it's just like I PB by another minute. I mean, granted, I do know that I like the time save that came from like boating school does make sense because I did play that segment a lot like riskier than normal, and it did actually pay off